Hello, I'm John Aldridge and I'm watching the Redmen TV.
Hello, welcome to the Redmen TV on an evening following an afternoon in which Liverpool drew 0-0 with West Ham United at Anfield. Wonderful. Anyway, let's get stuck straight into some of your Facebook comments because I can't be arsed hanging around. Pedro Saraiva says, Bus won. Yes. Another dynamite afternoon for the rise of the Allardycean way of living. Well, you know, what can you say? We've said this time and time again. You know, teams come to Anfield and they've realised that if you come and you defend, you know, as solidly as possible, you know, we're going to struggle to break you down. Now, I'd say this season we've taken massive strides in towards stopping that being quite so much of a foregone conclusion. You know, we've took teams that in years gone by we'd have struggled against, you know, we'd have drawn against, or maybe won 1-0, or maybe lost 1 or 2-0, 2-1, whatever, and all kinds of other scores. And we've put them to the sword. We've really taken them to the cleaners, and all other fantastic barely football related analogies. So, you know, there was no great surprise there, but it's typical in some ways that just when we started, we did it again. You know, we sat there and we start looking up the table and start thinking, oh, if we can just get a win, and then, oh, if these drop points, no, draw. But ultimately, it was a draw and not a defeat, so we move on. James Lee says, why are people moaning about Carragher playing instead of Skrtel? We kept a clean sheet, you turds. Yeah, fucking A. Interestingly, I think Jamie Carragher, I mean, since Agger and Carragher have been partnered together in January, wasn't it really? Norwich, I think. Carragher's looked the better of the two. Today it went the other way. I thought Daniel Agger had a good game, but equally, Martin Skrtel, you know, he's not shown anything to suggest that things are going to be fucking hunky-dory with him in the team. Like, so yeah, in that instance, yeah, shut up. And yeah, clean sheet. So there's a positive to take from him immediately. Didn't concede a goal. All the people have been whinging about the defence, and we could have conceded a goal. We could easily have conceded a goal, but we didn't, and that's an important thing. Anyway, Jason Reynolds says Agger was excellent. You see, someone else agrees. Man of the match for me. Suarez and Coutinho looked ordinary today, and Hendo was useless. We lacked decisiveness in the final third. Where did the confidence go? I agree with some of that, and some of that. Sorry, I'm a few points in. Daniel Agger was excellent, as I've already said. I thought he was magnificent. We'd have been beaten today if it wasn't for Daniel Agger. Simple as. At least two fantastic blocks when it looked like they're clean through. 3 shots on goal. Agger fucking appears out of nowhere to save the day. Amazing. And that's exactly what we want to see, because we're talking about, like, we're looking forward to a world. We're not looking forward. We are looking forward to a world without Jamie Carragher, and basically what that means is a Liverpool side without a defender willing to throw his nutsack in the way of the football to stop it going in. And it was, and I've always thought Daniel Agger didn't quite have that in him. And yeah, today showed it, didn't he? You know, I thought he was excellent in that regard. Suarez looked ordinary, fully agree with that. Coutinho, don't agree with that at all. I thought he was like the liveliest player we had, certainly, and looked most likely to create something. Now, I think, I don't know. Second half, maybe, I don't know, not as effective. I don't know. Maybe that's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on Coutinho, because I've seen a few people saying that they thought he had a really good game, and this stood out for me as being a rare one that said he didn't look very good. I really thought he was good today, and Hendo was useless. Don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. Sorry, I'm sorry, Jason. Again, let me know your thoughts on Jordan Henderson. I thought he was the heartbeat of that team today. You know, he was there. It was just, there was a point where he runs back, he picks the ball up, he lays it off, he runs 20 yards, he gets the pass back, he then plays it off to someone else, he runs 40 yards in beyond their defence and gets the ball again, and you're like, the distance he's just covered, and the work and the effort and the just the running in general for the team. I don't think you can fault that. And okay, yeah, was there an end product? No, but there wasn't any end product from everyone in that team today. So the single Jordan Henderson, that seems a little bit soft to me. And I don't think he deserved to. I don't think he deserved to be substituted. I just think we were basically goosed up by the fact that we had to sub Stuart down, apparently. Where did the confidence go? I'm not sure that's necessarily a confidence thing. It's a fluency thing, certainly. When you have to make, again, I'm presuming we had to make the change. I've not seen anything since. Presumably Stuart Downing was injured, rather than just getting hooked after 20 minutes like poor lad. Maybe it throws your game plan out the window. I don't know. We just didn't seem to be. We talked, and it's been talked about on the Anfield wrap, and it's been talked about on the main show here, that, you know, like Liverpool finding this, what is a Liverpool goal? What does a Liverpool goal look like? And we've started to see it, and today it just didn't quite click. Although, again, we've said this time and time again, we could have scored goals. It wasn't like we were bereft of chances. It just felt a little disjointed. We felt like we should have, given how deep they sat, we should have been more. There should have been more there, you know what I mean? There should have been more chances, we should have been more dominant, so there you go. Gabriel de Oliveira says, what a signing Diame would be. Yeah, absolutely. That bit when he's right wing, and he just beats everyone. And I was thinking, who's this winger? Ooh, he's a bit tasty. Who's this tricky winger? Diame, the defensive midfielder. What the fuck? No, get him signed. Get him signed up. He's a beast. We've talked about this again, you know. This is the kind of player that we need to have in our midfield, and again, another engine, and the ability, technical ability as well. Like, because people have been talking about the need for a Mogo Sissoko. He couldn't fucking do that. Couldn't see by the time we sold him, but he definitely couldn't do that, as much as I loved him. Like, anyway, let me know your thoughts. Should Liverpool do whatever they can to sign Diame, or if not, who would you recommend? Do you think we need someone like that in the squad? If yes, let me know about that. If not, why? Or in the comment section underneath. Thomas Thrainson says, I don't understand why Suso was sent on for Henderson instead of Asaidi. To give him a chance, I don't know. To basically, he must have been getting whinged at by people in the street. Because Asaidi, there was a point we ended up watching it in the pub. Chris got the ticket today, and it was just stupid thing. It kept freezing, so we saw Asaidi ready to come on, and then it froze. And by the time it had unfrozen, he'd come on. And then it was about 10 minutes later, and I was like, did Asaidi actually come on? Did we just take Henderson off? And was he still doing his stretches or something? Because he did absolutely fuck all. Like, and he tried to come into the game later on, and I think it's unfair to sort of. I'm not going to pass judgment because my initial thing was, it's shit. That's why he's not been playing, because he's fucking garbage. But I think I'd be very harsh to say that. I think there's mounting evidence that might well be the case. But based on that, you can't make any steadfast decisions on him. Either way, though, you can't be like, look, he definitely deserves game time. Oh, based on what? Based on what? You know, there's a reason why he's not playing, and it's not just that. There's probably all kinds of things happening in Melwood that we're obviously not privy to. But on that, I thought Suso seemed the sensible decision, just because he's a bit more creative. He's got a little bit more vision, and while I don't think you want to be relying on a player like Suso, we've said this again throughout the season, he's not quite ready. He's just got that little bit of magic that he could have been the one to pick a pass out, or maybe have a little shot, or just I don't know. I thought Suso was a better option. So yeah, there you go, Thomas. Is the answer. And finally, Joe Clark says, frustrating game, though a positive would be that we didn't throw it away and lose as we have a few times from that position in the last 2 seasons. Comment of the week, Joe. Absolutely spot on. And that's the thing. It felt like a loss in some ways, because we really felt we needed to kick on, and at the time, but you know, the first half, well, for most of that game, there was a point where Adebayor had scored for Spurs, and it looked like Everton were going to drop points, and we were all going, oh, a little goal here and we'll be okay. So it was, but don't forget, we're only talking, what, 3 or 4 years? 4 years since 2008, 2009, we drew with West Ham at Anfield, went top of the league and got booed off the pitch. So, you know what I mean, these things can't be forgotten. It was definitely frustrating, but yeah, we didn't throw it away. I've seen us lose them games, and you've seen us lose them games, and there'll be people here watching who've moaned incessantly about games like that we've lost. So I think that's still got to be considered a step up, because Daniel Agger's performance alone, you know what I mean. I think I'm gonna, as mentioned there, I think it was Jason said Agger man of the match. He's my man of the match. Who was yours? Let us know in the comments section. It definitely wasn't Luis Suarez, not this week. But then again, that happens, doesn't it? You can't be perfect every week. Yeah, so they're definitely disappointing, but not the end of the world, and still there or thereabouts. You know what I mean? Let's see. When we've come out of the Everton and the Chelsea games, let's see where we stand there, and make some decisions decisions then. But hopefully, at the very least, if we can just sew up 7th place and then maybe somehow pip a little bit higher. I mean, I know it's shit, isn't it? Like, I mean, we'd all love to be back in the top 4, but what can you do? Anyway, thanks very much for watching. We'll be back with a subscriber show, 2 hours of Redmen goodness on Wednesday. It'll be part 1, Thursday it'll be part 2. So do check that out if you want to check out last week's, which was good fun, and our Asking the Redmen segment where we've been answering your questions. Well, I asked them, the panel answered them. Do check that out as well, free for a month on the redmentv.com. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, thank you very much for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed on YouTube, click the button, and ta-ra.